Sujit, I am back again with one more Scrum Master questions, which lot of people ask me. Uh, Particularly the testing background people. I have lots of friends of mine. One of them is Priyavrata, who today only asked me that same question. If I am a tester, then how I can become a Scrum Master? What is the process? How I will be progressing? He is Priyavrata is basically a test manager role or going through a test manager role. So I will tell how the things is going to work out. Whether a tester, a QA analyst can become Scrum Master. So if you are a tester, if you are a QA analyst, or if you are a test lead, or if even if you are a test manager, this video is for you. So the questions that you are asking, should I pursue the Scrum Master certification? I might not have the direct experience of part of the Scrum team, but my question is, have you not gone through the agile development? If yes, then you have already got associated with um, the agile process or Scrum process. So might not be exactly Scrum, but agile process. So if one of my known person, he asked me, can I a 4 years experience as QA can go into Scrum Master? Yes, you can go ahead. Uh, so I will talk about this more elaboratively, because this questions is coming up lot of times. How this career transition will happen, how the career opportunity for this role is going to happen. So I will tell you, if you'll go and search, today I was searching for the books for what I should suppose to uh, give the bestseller books for Scrum. Then I saw that when I went and searched in the bestseller books, there was no IT books there at all. And when I went there and science and fiction groups, science, particularly science books, there also IT books were not there. Only one book I saw in 64th rank, that is also project management book. So saying that the option of Scrum Master is right now more, but people has not identified. So this is the right time. If you are a tester, if you are a Q analyst, if you are a developer, if you are a development team lead, or you are a test team lead, test manager, anywhere you are, you go to the Scrum Master position and you can grow. So if that answers your questions, I will give you how you will become when you are coming from the background of testing, what you already know about Scrum. So you already know in the Scrum there is a mentoring needs to be done. So if even if you are coming from a QA background, even if you are coming from a testing background, you have mentored the people, right? You have even if you are having a 3 years experience, also you have mentored your juniors, you have mentored a fresher. So you have the capability of mentoring if you have developed it properly. So mentoring one part which is a very critical part of Scrum Master, so you have it with you. When you are a QA, you have found the glitch, you have found the issues, you have found the problems, you have found the impediments which is stopping from the deliverables. So you have identified that as a defect, logged it, and talked with the developers. You have informed them with proof, with mails, and giving them the screenshots and all. So you know what is the impediment, what is a stopper, what is the issue, what is a problem. So you have that with you. So if this makes sense, hopefully this makes sense to all of you. So in between, I just want you to tell, please subscribe my channel. I'm telling it more because the more you subscribe, the more I will get the power to give more good deliverables and all. And I'm going to plan for a Scrum training Please subscribe, and I'm going to plan a training for Scrum training. I'm going to plan for project management training. I'm going to plan for a transitional career transitional training further onwards. So here again, coming back to the topic, the QA testing, test lead, test manager, they know what are the deliverables, the timely delivery, what we should do. Those are more prioritized on the QA side. So you guys know what is on-time delivery, which is one of the biggest part of Scrum, where sprint is only for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. So you know what is delivering on time. Now, when you are doing a QA work, you are facilitating. What you are facilitating? You are facilitating the requirement to be matched with the functionality that has been delivered to you. And when you are facilitating that, you are facilitating to whom? You are facilitating to the developers, the development team members. So you are there, you are facilitating, you are clarifying those things. Whether bug is there, you are clarifying to the people, and you are informing them the things. So obviously this is the part of that. And you are creating a relationship as well. How you are creating a relationship? You are talking with the project managers, you are informing them, you are talking with the developers, you are informing them, you are talking with the team leads, you are informing them, you are talking with test lead, or you are talking with test manager, and you are informing all the stakeholders about the bugs. So there is a relationship creation that also you are part of. So out of the Scrum, or when we are talking about agile process, so many things you already know, and the basic thing is processes, the pathway, how the things are working out, those things, how it will be delivered. So this is what you know. So I will move to what you don't know. So here, where you should be learning, or what are your learning curves when you go to a scrum master position, what you should learn before going there, those things. So you don't know about basics of scrum. You might have worked in the agile process, but you might not be knowing everything. You might not be knowing about the exact 12 principles, 4 values, why agile manifesto got created, why they went into went up above the hill and sat there and decided on this 12 principle and 4 values. Go ahead and learn it. I will prepare another another vlog video log for this separately, talking about agile manifesto, how it has been prepared, and what are the 12 principle, what are the 4 values. I'll work on that in a different video. um, And what are the Scrum basic roles? What are these 3 basic roles which we know as product owner, Scrum Master, and development team members? Those things also we need to check. Then, what is the understanding of the roles and responsibility of each of the roles that has been defined in Scrum? Whether it is a role of product owner, what are the responsibility of the product owner, or what who is a development team member, what he should have the responsibilities, and obviously scrum master roles and responsibility you should know. Here these things you can learn from reading, or through training, or through having workshops. But what about the estimation? So here, what we have done till now as a tester, test lead, test manager, we have done estimation for testing. How we have done? We have taken 30 to 40% of whatever the whole development, and taken out that 30 to 40% of timeline, and prepared the estimation, right? But this estimation is going to be a tough estimation when you are doing a sprint planning. You will get the help, but your understanding of the sprint, your understanding of the estimation while doing the sprint planning, and whether to validate those data of estimation, where how to finalize that part of Validating and finalizing is the most important points of estimation when it is being done in the sprint planning. So estimation, I will take a separate video log for that, and it needs a lot of time. It needs a deep understanding. What are the things there in, what are the processes are there, and I will also talk about the how we do it in while doing the sprint planning and all this stuff I will talk about in another video log. But this is the part where you don't know, the testers, the test leads, the test managers doesn't know about the development estimation. So this is the part where you need to focus, other than the basic understanding of scrum, the roles, the responsibilities, the manifesto principles and values. So moving ahead, then while doing this Scrum Master training and workshop, you can go through it. Is again 16 hours course, so which needs to be spanned across 2 days, or you can make it for 4 days, uh, 4 hours of each. So whichever is convenient for you. Even I can take the training for you guys. So let me know if you want to get trained by me in the comment section. I will be happy to help you. So going ahead, so there are the this I have already explained it. My explained the what are the exams are there, how you can appear the exam, what are the complexity of the exam. Out of this, PMI ACP is the most complex one, but it is the most rewarding one as well. So um, we need to think about it. And again, in 3 years, you need to again reappear for the exam and get it done. For PSMI, it is 85% score to pass 80 questions, and there will be 1 hour timeline. And similarly, 60% mark you need to pass for SMACP. So all these stuff are there. Fine. So if now if this makes sense to testers and I'm able to help the testers, then it is very good. And right, this is the right now perfect time to do the transition to take up the scrum master role, because there are a lot of things are happening, there are a lot of things are going on which will create a lot of opportunities in the scrum master segment. And here I will just stop here and request you guys to please click on the subscribe button, which will help me further. Thank you very much, and hopefully this helps all the people that those are asking the questions about the testing coming from the tester background. Thank you very much.